Hi guys, hope everyone's okay. Hope everyone's doing fabulously well. Everyone's remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and um and being happy despite anything bad that might be happening in life. Um yeah, it can get extremely difficult sometimes, but um you gotta just somehow or another keep that positive spirit. that, that plug that I'm putting in here. It says good vibes. And down here it says like summer or something. This is like a little mini fashion show, but down here it says like summer fun or something, like summer or sunshine, summer, something like that, right? I think it's, yeah, summer. That's what it says here. SUM. It actually says sunshine. Dang. Oh my freaking god! I sort of could have sworn it said summer, but now by all of a sudden it says sunshine. Very bizarre, cause I flipped. That was weird, cause I thought I bought it and I thought it said summer on it. Now, now it says sunshine. So weird, right? Anyways, y'all. Hope everyone's doing okay. This is a new shirt I got recently. Um, I just boiled water for like the millionth time today to make some tea, chai tea. I like drinking black tea with lemon and honey, um, or lemon and agave nectar. Today was kind of a weird day, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that everything will go okay in the near future. Um, yeah, I don't wanna be like depressed or moping around or anything like that. But it it should be okay. Um, if you just trust in God, it should be okay for everybody. You know, I feel like it's a two-way relationship with God, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like He's always there for you, and like to help anybody who might be in need, who might be struggling in life, or who might um have a lot of difficulties in life, like a lot of problems, a lot of bad things happening to her, or to him. Every person has that. Don't get too don't get too much into thinking that like it's only happening to you, or that's getting way too stressful. And at times, a lot of times it does though get way too stressful. A lot of people were telling like in the past like that a lot of people they have extremely stressful existences, and you know, so maybe like I should be a little bit more careful when I'm trying to like give advice. I probably shouldn't be like, I probably shouldn't say out loud like the whole thing of like don't get stressed out, don't worry, like because some people they really do have very very difficult negative things going on in their life. But um, God is always there for you, and life is short. It's extremely extremely short. You know, it's shorter than me. I'm only like 5 foot 3.7. I'm only like 5'3" or 5'4". Life is shorter than I am. Life is like freaking gone in the blink of an eye. It's like super, super, super quick. It goes by so fast, and pretty soon we'll all be like 80 years old, 90, and you don't want to look back and think, oh, those years I could have just been happy, just living, being grateful for what I have, and praying and being thankful and smiling and letting go of the negative energy. Because I feel like the worst regret will be like if I ever like God willing when we get older, when we're like 80, 90 or something, God willing. When we look back and we're like, oh my God, I wish I could have just let it go and been happy the whole time, because um that was some wasted years, wasted life, kind of just being very, very sad and depressed and down. But you don't want that. You want to be as happy as possible, because, even though it's hard, and, you know, I tend to stress eat a lot, and I'm also like under medication for my, I sort of have like a bipolar thing going on. I mean, I'm diagnosed as a schizoaffective disorder, and I take two medications for that every single day of my life. But you know what? I'm happy though. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everybody's got something going on. I mean, the meds I take are called Abilify and Zoloft. I take one in the morning, one in the evening, and it's been going on forever, since I was like 13 years old, actually. So, but that was before, and now I feel a lot better. Medication does help me a lot, helps millions of people a lot, and there's no stigma. There shouldn't be any stigma. But yeah, we're all different. It's, neurodiversity. Like some people have bipolar, some people have like clinical depression, some people have schizophrenia. It's totally normal and fine. Like, I don't judge anybody. And they didn't like do any like crazy drugs or anything in their life. They never touched anything, surprisingly. So I don't think it's all like because of what they did or whatever. It's genetic a lot of the time too. It's just genetics. Stressful events maybe in their early childhood or something, and it triggered like a severe mental illness. But that's only one thing in life, that's only one problem. A lot of people, they're facing many different other types of issues in their life. You know, society should do a lot more actually for that probably, but um, the world needs everybody. The world needs love. Or what does that say? World turning or something? Yeah, that's what the globe says. It's like the world is turning or something. There's a tree over there. That's the dining room. That's some stuff over there. Yeah. Before before I was today I was a little bit today I feel was a little bit better than yesterday, because yesterday I felt like I just was not that focused on what I needed to do, but today was much better. Right, today every day is a new day, I guess. You have to try your best every single day. Try to get something done, I guess, every day, and try to just be productive with what you have to do every day. Like hygiene and running errands and cooking, hopefully, and eating healthy and exercise and, um, whatever you do in your life, whatever, your day-to-day stuff, your day-to-day activities and, um, routine and, like, what you have to do, like, on the daily basis, but, yeah, I know, I just, before I get up to, like, vacuum the living room or whatever, or maybe just go out and go upstairs and, like, I don't know, wash up before I go to sleep, I just wanted to mention something, to y'all. I just want to mention that, what was it gonna, like, if you ever are feeling, like, down or depressed or anything like that, something I found very, very, helpful for me is, reading poetry and like spirituality books and religious scriptures. Like, and it doesn't even matter like which religion. Like, I read like Bible, Bhagavad Gita, Quran, because I grew up in a Muslim family and we're Sudanese. I love the Holy Quran, the Noble Quran. It's so Quran, just mashallah, gives you a lot of spiritual advice about how to get through everything. Like every challenge you could possibly imagine is there. Like it's gonna tell you something about it. Everything. Advice for for humanity on how to deal with things like poverty, like material poverty, spiritual poverty, stress, like mental illness. Even it does say a lot about mental illness. Actually, it really does. Not just like sadness and stuff, but like illness, disease in general. Because mental illness is a type of disease, I think. But just conditions, diversity in human brain. I don't know, like stuff. Conditions and like neurodiversity. Like some people have all types of stuff, but poverty, depression, family problems. Like it has some advice about everything. And but other than like reading like religious texts like the Bible and stuff and the Quran and stuff, I also another thing I do, I like to read poetry. Do you guys? I love Rumi, the mystic Muslim poet. His stuff is really good. I had one of his books here with me, but I have it also on my Kindle. Here's my Kindle. And so I actually I love like some of the poetry that do you see that? Oopsie. Sorry. See, this is the first poem that opened up is called This Torture. See, it all goes together. Like this suffering, this torture and stuff. I don't know if you can really see that here. I don't know if like this is readable from over here, but this torture, and there's another one called but I think this is like backwards on the screen. But anyways, but I want to show you like the cover page. Oh well, so this book by Rumi that I'm reading, I feel this I should have like made a better leeway into this segment here, but I'm reading a book on Kindle called The Book of Love by Rumi, and it's sort of translated by Coleman Barks, and it's really really amazing. And I read a lot of Coleman Barks's translations of Rumi before. This one though is quite good. Like it's really 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 good. The preface and stuff, and here's the cover page of it. Um, it says the dedication is for Judith Orloff. I'm not sure who Judith Orloff is, but sure, it's very meaningful. And here is the front cover. Very nice front cover, as you can tell. And it says here, Rumi, The Book of Love, translations and commentary by Coleman Barks, poems of ecstasy and longing. I highly, highly recommend this. I also, there's The Essential Rumi, a book called The Essential Rumi, which is like I think the most like well-regarded poems of his. Rumi was just fantastic, actually. Everybody loves his stuff. Everybody. I feel like female poets are way better than male poets, actually, to be honest. So it balances out, right? The female poets are 1,000 times better. They know what they're saying way better than than male poets. But that's just my humble opinion. No offense. Rumi he lived like 1,000 years ago or something, so it doesn't matter. I can whatever. Yeah, female poets are better. Yeah, that's true. Okay, well that's one thing, and also it's like I want to say, like, if you're ever feeling down, I know this might not be like the best advice, but I for me I read poetry. I try to like get out of my own head a little bit, my like depressive thoughts, because if you sort of stay like moping around and stuff and just sort of stay in your negative thoughts, it really they grow. They keep growing. They keep getting worse and worse. So you're your own worst enemy in a lot of ways with that sort of rumination thing, like that thing of like worrying and being like and repeating the thoughts over and over and over in your head, the bad memories, the bad words that might have been said to you in the past or by whomever. You know, your parents, random strangers on the street. I don't know. People, you know, because everybody's got something going on in their life, so I try not to let anything get to me. I just try to like be like the best version of myself that I can be, and I let go of all the other stuff because it can get kind of pointless to keep going with negative stuff that you can't change or negative stuff that even about yourself or that's happening in your life that you don't have any control over sometimes. A lot of stuff you do have control over, to be honest, but I'd say most of the stuff you don't have any power or real control over. So it's best to be happy, let it go. Um, don't try not to let it get to you, even though it is quite hard. I imagine it is quite difficult. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا الله يعني أعوذ بعزة الله وقدرته من شر ما أجد وأحاذر. You know. So yeah, God is strong. He's with everybody. May God really bless us. Let us be patient and happy with what's going on in our lives and in the world too, because it can get distressing. But I pray about it. You can pray about it and try to make like, if you can, you could try to like volunteer or stuff like that in regards to like the world events that are going on. But you know, I feel like there's some crazy people in power who try to abuse their power sometimes. So I don't know. But in terms of just like your own sort of world, your own life, and your own what's within your purview, I'd say the best thing is to I'd say the best thing is to be yourself, keep going with what you can do in your life. Give like your immediate circle and stuff, and yourself and your immediate circle and your neighborhood and stuff, whatever you can manage to do is beyond good. And if you're not hurting anybody, non-aggression principle, you're already like halfway there, because a lot of people can't manage that even. They can't not hurt people because they're messed up inside. They have something going on that's preventing them from just not doing, from being like, from leaving people alone and not being like invasive of their sanity and their peace of mind and stuff. Not everybody can do that, actually. Not, to say that like if someone would say like if to say like to think that like or just the thing of like not hurting anybody, like not like I think it's called non-aggression principle or something. That's so important. So a lot of people don't have that. I probably don't either, because it's difficult. Actually, it's more difficult than you would think, right? Because you're like, it's so, cause sometimes you think that you haven't said anything wrong or haven't done anything wrong, but the person did get hurt at the end of it or something. And it's difficult, man. It's difficult just to live sometimes. It's hard. Like, you don't know how to go about it sometimes, like which step to take, how to not mess up, what to do next, what to do tomorrow for this thing that you have to, how to move forward and stuff. It's all a mess, man. It's difficult, but yeah, again, I mean, I like to not to like be cliche and stuff, but I like to think of like the end of it. Again, like starting with the end in mind, sort of. I think that's like a recurring theme in like a lot of like literature and a lot of like films, is to like sort of think ahead in a way. Like think of your life like 50, 60 years from now, or however old you are, just, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, whatever. And then from that, like, end point, you just sort of go a little bit backwards and just try to think, like, okay, how can I live starting sort of these days, like, lately, like, recently, how can I live in a way that, like, when I'm 100 or something, or 90 or 80, then at that point I'll be like, okay, I lived a good life, like, at least I didn't hurt anybody or whatever. At least I tried to be as healthy as possible so that I can have mental clarity and mindfulness. Or I tried to write a lot, get my feelings out. I tried to volunteer or whatever I might do. I tried to sort of give of what I have to help others in whatever way, as small as possible too. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. Not everybody has like a lot of money or a lot of experience to like really do something huge and like crazy like that, right? But that's good if you do, though. That's really good if you do. But not, I imagine most people aren't like that because sometimes, everybody's struggling too in their own ways. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. It's interesting. It looks funny. Like, life looks funny. But you know what? It's okay. It's all good. Now I'm just chilling right now. I'm just like sitting down with my good vibes shirt over here chilling. I don't know. So I was at the library earlier today though. Like I wasn't just lying around the whole time. And I did some dishes and I went to the library. I typed out some stuff. Checked the mail, cooked a little bit. I actually, like I mentioned before, it was an okay day today. It wasn't one of the bad days or whatever. It wasn't like absolutely just awful and stuff. Anyways, okay. Well, chin up, you guys. It's all good. I think my iPad here is like the battery on it or whatever isn't that good anymore, so it might like die soon. So I should probably just wrap it up. I've been trying to like, wrap it up for the past 10 minutes, but obviously I had a lot to say because I couldn't wrap it up then. But anyways, it's okay. Bye. Bye. Have a good one. See you guys.